You may not know the habits that are actually making you look ugly. However, in this video, I'm going to be telling you habits that actually you should stay away from in order to actually have a glow up this 2026. Without further ado, let's run it. Let's go. Now, the first point that's actually making you look chapped is grooming. Now, I believe that your makeup as a man is your grooming. Now, the first thing anyone sees about you is your presentation, your face. I used to be this person who I used to look chapped and ugly, and I just used to walk out of the house looking ugly and clapped. However, what you should recognize is that your presentation speaks so much for you. If you are one of those people who don't believe that you don't judge a book by its cover, brother, before you get to even know anyone, you literally look at them based off on your presentation. How does your hair look on you? How is your haircut? How is your skin? These tiny little things, they matter so much. And the thing is, a lot of guys would say, oh, the grooming is too much. Oh, it's too tiring to actually take care of myself. And the honest truth is that just taking care of your skin, like the 5 extra minutes, the 10 extra minutes, is actually going to improve your own life. So all you pretty much need to do for grooming is, it's not even that hard. You get yourself a good razor clipper, shave your beard, shave all the strangler hairs. If you can even line yourself up, give yourself a clean lineup. Outside of that, get haircuts regularly, 2 to 3 times a month. Very, very simple. Every 2 weeks, try and get a haircut so you can look proper, so you can look presentable, because your presentation matters so much. Now, the next thing is, get your skin on point. It's not even that hard. I'm not gonna be one of those guys who the moment I say skin, the next thing you're seeing is tea channeling. No, relax. There is no tea channeling on this channel right now. So what you pretty much need to do is get yourself a very, very basic skincare routine. Copy yourself a simple, gentle cleanser. Next up would then be, I would recommend niacinamide. After niacinamide, something to moisturize, like your snow mucin. Moisturizer, put your moisturizer on, and lock in every single thing with a sunscreen if it's the daytime. And that's pretty much a basic skincare routine to get your skin popping, get your skin glowing. Afterwards, what you also need to do is you need to lose a little bit of face fat through decent and better habits. Like, I see your face in the morning. If you're someone who suffers from a lot of water retention and inflammation, you see your head is big as hell in the morning. What you need to be doing is you need to start reducing inflammation, less bloating. I've already made a video on that. It's a video to de-bloat your face. Alright, now the next habit that's actually making you look cooked is binge watching. If you're someone who is still watching them short every single morning, the first thing you do when you wake up is pick up your phone and you start scrolling. That's one of the habits that's cooking you, because as a man, you were supposed to know your purpose definitively. As a guy, having a purpose makes you so attractive, because when you wake up in the morning, you wake up with a certain level of motivation, a certain level of discipline, a certain level of drive. That in itself is an attractive trait, rather than actually staying in your bed like a bee, scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on Instagram. That in itself is, I don't even need to even say anything. Like, if you're even someone who first thing you like doing when you wake up in the morning is playing video games, no judgment, bro, no judgment still. You need to find a sense of purpose. That in itself for 2026 is going to improve your life and change your life forever. Find what you actually like doing. Find what you can actually spend time to build. Because I believe that as a man, you have that feeling in yourself that you want to build something. You always want to build something. We want to build our bodies, we want to build our physiques, we want to build our families. So having a sense of purpose is one of the things that will make you highly attractive, and not having a sense of purpose is something that's going to cook you in the long run. Next habit that is making you look chopped is going to the hub. Yes, you heard me right. You waking up, I know and I understand that you might have a very high libido or high sex drive, and that's fine, that's okay. That masculine energy, that's very, very fine. I know you need to pour it into something. However, what you do need to pour it into is your purpose. As I made mention earlier, that drive, that masculine energy is something that you just keep on releasing. Every single time you go on the hub, you go to Pornhub, you go to them exercise videos. Yes, I know some of the sites. I used to be one of those guys. However, one thing I will tell you is, the moment you can actually find out a sense of purpose, find out a reason bigger than you, and start pouring into that every single day, you're gonna actually realize that that is something that you're gonna be proud of, because with the same masculine energy, men have built empires, men have built amazing things, and that's the same masculine energy that you use to just fap to a baddie. Bro, you're better than this. So with that said, cut out every single thing. You need to increase the friction with regards to you watching all those kind of stuff. Usually I tend to realize that for me personally, at the time where I was doing some degenerate behaviors, it usually used to be at night. What I would tell you is increase the friction with the habit. So keep your phone in another room. All right, the next point that's cooking you is, brother, your diet. You are what you eat. The moment I understood this, I think it changed my fitness and even my body forever. You're someone who keeps on eating only processed foods, who keeps on snacking, binging on them chips, binging on sugary snacks every single time. That is genuinely something that's gonna cook your skin, cook your body, and it's gonna cook you even in the long term, because you're also gonna be paying a lot of medical bills. Now, understanding that your food is fuel. I'm not arguing and telling you that you should cut off processed foods or snacks. I'm not arguing on telling you that. However, you should understand that your body really is a temple, and your body would reflect every single thing you put in it. And with that said, you should really invest into eating the right foods. The moment I started even just eating the right foods, the skin starts popping more, the body starts getting leaner, even the drive is even way better. Every single time you just feel your body right, feel your body like you're actually a king, feel your body like you deserve to eat like someone who is special and important. That really would determine a lot of things in your life. Now, the next point that's actually frying you and even making you look unattractive is your sleep. You need to dial in on your sleep. Sleep is not a reward for hard work, it's a biological necessity. Every single time you get good sleep, you realize that your skin is actually gonna be better, because your body has time to recover. When you also have better sleep, you also realize that you actually have more energy in the day. And another reason why you probably even would have to snack on a lot of bad foods and stuff like that is simply because you're not sleeping enough. You are most likely scrolling on your bed, watching TikToks and shorts and stuff like that when you're supposed to be sleeping. And with that said, what you simply need to do is, as I said, increase the friction with the habit. Keep your phone in the other room. Past a certain time in the night, you can easily take melatonin. Taking melatonin will also improve your sleep and pretty much allow you to also sleep as well. Because the moment you can dial in on your sleep, you can actually feel better. When you feel better, it's going to also radiate even in your energy. So you need to very much invest into your sleep. Have you ever realized how the rich people, the very successful people, they pretty much spend billions and even millions of dollars to optimize their sleep? Fix a specific time to sleep and to wake up every single morning, to fix your circadian rhythm. Something also very important with regards to you becoming even and looking more attractive is your presentation. Your presentation is in the little things like your body language, your social confidence. These are things that you need to be very aware of. So like, obviously, if you meet a guy who has a very upright body language and very good social confidence, it obviously improves his attraction. He looks way more presentable. He looks like a man who is confident. He looks like a man who is of high value. However, if you meet somebody who is slouching, who has a low voice, yo bro, how you doing? That also would say a lot about who they are as well. So with that said, these aren't things that you should obviously like hyper obsess over. You should be very aware of how you present yourself to the world on a day-to-day basis, how you present yourself even with your style. These things literally like, they speak for you. It's almost like good and fine. Let's say you got your skin, your hair dialed in. Now, you don't just sound as confident. Your presentation is still off. So it's pretty much, imagine like there's this food, has every single thing. It looks very good. However, it's not just presented well. That would obviously disrupt the attractiveness of the food. And with that said, you should present yourself every single time like you are high value, because that's who you are, a high value man. I will not literally even be speaking if I know that I'm not speaking to a high value man. So with that said, present yourself very well to the world. Be aware of your social confidence. Another thing with you becoming and looking more attractive with habits is getting your body. I have not seen a man who is of high status not have a very beautiful body, or a body that speaks of discipline. It pretty much is something that just like speaks for you. I'm literally in a mentorship where my coach allowed me to pay a certain amount simply on the fact that he saw my physique and he thought that I could also be a person who would put in hard work. These things that speak before you, one of them is obviously your physique. I don't know any celebrities. Celebrities, most of them, they look jacked. These models that you like, more often than not, if you really look on the looks maxing, a lot of the times you see every looks maxing guy, most of them have good bodies, most of them have good physiques. Even the actors that you look at, most of them also have good bodies. They also have good physiques. And obviously that's something that you should dial in. How do you dial in on that? Fixing your food. Literally, your body will be a reflection of your food. And when you fix your food, you realize that your body is gonna naturally start correcting itself. Eat your protein. 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Lift 3 to 4 times a week. Just doing those few things alone is gonna get you right. If you can also add a little bit of movement and cardio, shit, simple my guy, simple my guy. If you're a guy who actually finds it quite difficult to dial in on your body, to dial in on the habits, to dial in on every single thing, you feel like you always have to use motivation. If you don't have the motivation, you fall off. If you're a guy who struggles with having a sense of direction, you also want to get your body right, you want to just improve and glow up in every single ramification of life, you can book a call with the link in the description. Genuinely speaking, my guy, I would love to hear from you. And with that said, that's the end of the video. Go implement. Knowledge without implementation is rubbish. So implement the things on this video. And if you also need more help, book a call with the link. With that said, peace out. All love.